Alright guys, we got a bunch of new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let's go ahead and check them out live in the mix right now. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, these are going to be coming out in the limited pack 2020, but this is OCG, so I don't know when we're getting them in the TCG, but there's so many new cards. So anyways, for I don't know what reason, like when you open it up, it opens up on the right side. I tried to fix it with some stuff, but like the picture quality is really low anyways, but nonetheless we're getting some new dragon support, it looks like. So this is a Dazzling Lunar Dragon Celagra. So it's a level 6 light dragon effect monster, and it's got 2400 attack, 1000 defense, and it says you can only use this card's name at third effects once per turn. It says you can normal summon or set this card without tributing. If this card was normal summoned or set, by the way, it's written on its first original attack, or its first original effect. Its original attack becomes 1500, and during the main phase, as a quick effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls with lower or equal attack to this card. Return this card to the hand. If you do, gain control of the target until the end phase. Wow, so that basically is a disruption, but at the cost of course, your summon. And you can keep on doing that. And then what could be even more interesting with that, if you happen to have cards that you can synchro with during your opponent's turn, or even like enemy controller, you tribute your opponent's monster, take control of another monster. I don't know. There's some new levels of cheese with this card for sure, especially if you can just spam the board with this if you don't need your normal summon, but most people will at the end of the day. But still, 1500 attack to be able to take anything until the end phase is quite great. Next up, we have the Silky, the Living Recollection over here. So it looks like we're getting some new fairies, which is interesting. And it's got 800 attack, level 2 Dark Fairy Tuner. It says you can only use this card's name effect once per turn. The first effect is, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one face-up monster each side of the field. Change them to face-up defense position if you do special on this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Wow, that's an insanely good effect. Obviously, it doesn't affect Link monsters. But, I mean, obviously, if you have a monster that happens to survive, or, like, you know, if you can bring back a monster before this card's effect goes off, you could potentially just go ahead and, or if you're going to, like, link someone with your monster or anything, this card could be quite great indeed. I think that it's a pretty cool card. Next up, we have the Rhino Saber. Oh, Rhino Sabers? What the heck are these? These are, like, new, like, machines? Okay. Anyways, Rhino Saber, the Mad Dash Armory, which is a monster that is level 7, 2400 attack, 2100 defense points. These materials are 1 tuner plus 1+ non-tuner monsters. And it says you can discard any number of cards, and this card gains 700 attack for each. Wow. Dude, this could be pretty funny to see someone just have a bunch of cards and just bam, OTK, one shot, one punch man. And the second effect is, at the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, you can send this card to the graveyard to special summon any number of monsters in the graveyard whose combined levels equal 7 except for itself, but their effects are negated. So maybe you can slam a bunch of monsters into this, beef him up, and then if you could maybe somehow reduce the level, or just go ahead and make, what is it, Dark Strike Fighter? I don't know, it could be pretty cheeky. I think Dark Strike Fighter got rid of that. I have to recheck that card, but nonetheless, kind of a cool card. Anyways, next up we have the Potluck Party over here, and it's a continuous spell card that says you can only use this card's name first effect once per turn. At the beginning of your battle phase, you can target one face-up monster you control. For the rest of this turn, your opponent selects the attack target of that monster, and if they do, that monster gains attack equal to its original attack during damage calculation only if it battles a monster. And here's the artwork of this card over here. Yeah, they're all potato quality, and for some reason they all go to the right. The rest of the cards are fine. It's just like, I guess, an optimization thing here. Next up, I guess, next card is going to be, does it even have a picture? Oh, this one got announced over, wait, what? I think that link is, that's that one sent to a couple months ago. Anyways, Kendo Try once more with Fury. Anyways, a normal trap card that says you can only use this card's named second effect once per turn. The first effect is target one face-up monster your opponent controls. You equip this card with that target with this effect. It gains 500 attack and defense. If this card was sent to the graveyard by the equipped monster leaving the field, draw one card. If this card was activated during the turn, this turn, apply this effect instead, draw 2 cards and discard. Oh, okay, so this card got announced a while ago. Okay, I get why they linked it over here. There's something that they linked, and it's coming out over here. Okay, that makes sense. All right, now that I understand that. Anyways, next up, Master Guide 6. promos over here. So we have Gusari at Ignister. Like I said, these ones have much better quality pictures, and they actually center here when I go out and open them up. But anyways, level 8 Earth Cyberse effect monster, 3,000, 3,000. And it says you can only use these cards named first, second, and third effects once per turn each. The first effect is when a Link monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card from your hand. The second effect is when a Link monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. The third effect is when an attack is declared in a battle involving a Link monster you control on an opponent's monster, you can banish the card from your graveyard. Each battling monster's attack becomes 3,000. So you just crash into each other. Although there might be some other mechanic where you can boost them up or something like that. Next up, we have the Gachiri at Ignister. I wish it was Gachimuchi, man. But anyways, level 8 Earth Cyberse effect monster, 0 attack, 3,000 defense points. And it says you can only use the card's name first and third effects once per turn each. The first effect is you target one Cyberse effect monster you control, negate its effects, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Each Cyberse monster you control cannot be destroyed by card effects once per turn. The third effect is if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you target a face-up monster you control. It becomes unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of your opponent's turn, as long as it's face up. Wow, okay, that's a pretty cool card. I mean, it just basically special summon itself with the Cyberse. There's so many like insane support for Cyberse. And then next up, we've got new Eternity code cards from Jump Fiesta, and these I think a lot of you guys would be interested in, at least the second one for the artwork. Anyways, Code Breaker Virus Berserk over here is a new Link monster, and his Link zones are in the top, the right, and the bottom middle. And anyways, he's got 2,800 attack, and it's 2 monsters. 2+ monsters, including a Code Breaker monster. And it says you can only use his cards first and second effects once per turn each. The first effect is when this card is summoned and it is Code Link, you can spell summon up to 2 Code Breaker monsters from your hand or graveyard to zone a Link monster points to on either side of the field. Okay, and then during your main phase, you can destroy a number of spell and trap cards your opponent controls, up to the number of linked Code Breaker monsters your opponent controls. And the next up, we have new Trap Tricks, which I'm really excited about this card's effect. I love the artwork of most of the Trap Tricks. But anyways, Earth Insect Exceed effect, rank 4 with 2,200 attack and 600 defense points, and it's 2+ level 4 monsters, so it is generic. And it says you can only use this card's second and third effects once per turn each. It is unaffected by trap effects while it has exceeds material. The second effect is you can detach 2 materials from this card to special 1 level 4 insect or plant monster from your graveyard. And then the third effect is if your card effect makes an opponent's monster leaves the field and sends it to the graveyard or banishes it, you can have to material from this card and target one of that monsters and special summon it to your field. Wow, okay, now we're looking at a really insane effect because you're able to go ahead and bring back one of the monsters that's going to reset one of the traps, or you can go ahead and just play the Trap Tricks and just run a lot of the back row. Wow, this card can get actually really nasty, and especially when not to like the end phase or something, this card is actually pretty good. Wow. Insane stuff. I think a lot of people will be trying this, and I'll definitely give you guys some gameplay here very soon of this. It actually isn't out on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro yet, but this card looks pretty cool. This coming out looks like Eternity code over there on the Jump Fiesta. This card looks awesome. I like the artwork too. Plus, red hair is always a plus. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on any of these cards that we went ahead and talked about down below. Do you guys think they're going to be OP? So far, I haven't really found anything that's like, oh my gosh, game breaking. But that new dragon card, what was it? Over here. It was like one of the first ones. Yeah, the Dazzling Lunar Celegra. I'm curious to know, do you guys think that this card is actually worth running in the main deck? I mean, for some decks, if you don't need your normal summon, it literally is like a free summon it, and then you can instantly bounce back something, and then it comes back. It's a quick effect, and yeah, it does technically target, so that's the downside, but you're probably not going to tribute with it, so 1,500, bounce anything back, pretty good, especially for any like Guard Dragon variant decks. I think most decks you'll need your summon, but the thing is, you can just go ahead, wait, hold on. It still gets its effect when it's special summoned. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen for the meta. I really feel like this one is definitely gonna be really good. Oh, another thing I did want to mention, in case you guys were interested in here, we do have some more information on the anime. Here is some of the pictures of the newer anime, and I guess the characters. This is one thing I did want to go over. I just got excited about this card because I'm sure most of you guys just care about the card effects here, but I think this card is going to be very good. Nonetheless, here are the characters. These got revealed. So Udo Yuga over here, and it has their age, and it talks a little bit about him. So I think VA is the voice actor. So anyways, he's a 5th grader who loves dueling and inventing, who attends Goha 7th Elementary. He calls his invention Rhodes, and he thinks the duels run by adults currently are overly rigid and super unfun. So I don't know. I want to say, do they understand? Like, he's basically what the newer Yu-Gi-Oh players feel like, and a lot of us as well. You know, where we feel like the game is not fun anymore, right? A lot of us have said that. So I don't know. I think they're trying to relate to how a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh players feel. Anyway, so he develops his own rule set of his dreams of entertaining the road with, and his ace monster is 7 Road Magician. And anyways, next up we have the other player. I just wanted to talk about the main guy over here. I believe he's the main guy for this video. Maybe we'll go ahead and dip more into lore, but yo, that Kirishima Roman, oh, she looking good. And what is that age? Oh, wait, we won't even talk about it. But we also have a new dragon. I feel like these look like rejected Digimon. I don't know. Looking at some of these newer monsters over here, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that they look like good? Like, right now, I just don't feel like they look that great. At least this one. As far as the characters go, I mean, I'm only down with Kirishima, but the rest, you want to see the whole new Yugi squad? I don't know. It looks a little bit different. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on it. Again, any of the cards down below. I really want to know how you guys feel about the new anime look, and maybe I'll make a different video going over like the story and lore and stuff, because I do kind of want to at least check it out. You know, I'll give it a chance as long as it's not like Zexal, man. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new, hit subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss out when we go ahead and showcase gameplay of the newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And if you guys want to send me other replays, we'll love to see what you guys can do with trap tricks. But I'm pretty sure you summon this, you get rid of your card, you snatch it, and your opponent's going to hit that X button real fast. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.